Hey, what's up guys, Mj HD here. Today I have a review on the Qantas New Zealand -8-100. It's made by JC Wings at a 1 to 200 scale. Check the description in case you miss anything throughout this video. My Facebook and Twitter links will be down there as well. I pre-ordered this from Collectible Aircraft Wings Australia.com.au. Their link will be down there. So this is my first -8 model and it's my first Qantas New Zealand model. Some information about Qantas because they are the parent company of Qantas New Zealand, but there isn't much on Qantas New Zealand, so best I could do was just getting regular info on Qantas. So Qantas's operations base is out of Mascot in New South Wales, Australia. Main hubs are Brisbane Airport, Melbourne Airport, and Sydney Kingsford Smith. Secondary hubs are Adelaide, Dubai and Perth. And the focus cities are Cairns, Darwin and Los Angeles. They were founded on the 16th of November 1920 in Winton, Queensland as Queensland and Northern Territory Air Services. They are currently the world's third oldest airline, still operating after KLM and Avianca respectively. Their fleet size, Qantas New Zealand's fleet size operated a total of 13 aircraft in their entire history, starting from 8 BAE 146-300s, 3 -8-100s and 2 -8Q-300s. This aircraft only served domestic routes, New Zealand domestic routes, from 2000 until 2002, so not very long at all. This aircraft's first flight was on the 24th of May 1990 and it was delivered on the 8th of June 1990 to Great China Airlines. It was then in service with Ansett New Zealand from 17 December 1995, then in service with Qantas New Zealand from 4 September 2000, then joining Origin Pacific Airways on the 18th of February 2002, before it finally entered service with Air Marshall Islands on the 23rd of December 2002, where it still remains in service with them. Any -8s that were delivered after 1997, so that does not include this one, have the prefix Q, as they have a feature called cabin noise suppression. Most -8s contain the Q prefix, but most of the 100 series, just like this one, doesn't have this feature, therefore they do not have the Q prefix. And the aircraft type code is 2. Alright guys, so on the box here, so we have two models, Qantas New Zealand 100-8-100 and a Eastern Australia -8-100. I got the Qantas New Zealand, of course. Eastern Australia, they obviously just operated the eastern coast, or mostly the eastern coast of Australia. Scale 1 to 200. On the back it's just plain and got the warnings. And the place where I got it from, they put their stickers on the models. You can take the stickers off quite easily. But yeah, Collectible Aircraft Wings Australia. So that is the website. And as I said at the start, a link to their website will be down in the description. Please like and share JC Wings on Facebook. Well, not share, but you know. Top of the box. And the bottom, that's the one I'm getting. Alright, so let's take it out. And there it is. Alright guys, so the model is now out of the box and we're going to start here at the cockpit windows on the port side. Bring this a bit closer for you guys, and that's the best I can do. Alright, so we have the cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube static ports, and we've got the nose gear. It's pretty good. Okay, by the first cabin door, which I don't think is it's possibly the boarding door actually, because typically you board from the back on these type of aircraft. But there's a blue circle with like white in the middle. That's there is no actual wording on that itself, but I suspect that's the One World logo. And if it is, of course, Qantas are part of One World. That's a group of 15 airlines. We have the propeller blades. Also got the landing lights right here. And if you notice these black strips across the wings and on the tail and horizontal stabilizer, if you don't know what those are they're pneumatic de-icing boots. I learned a lot about them doing my engineering course, and yeah, so basically what they do is that when ice builds up, so they're not anti-ice, so they don't prevent ice beforehand, but when ice is formed along the wing, the pilot can switch the pneumatic de-icing boots, and what happens is that usually these days they have it's more sequential, so they have the top goes first, top and bottom, so they have three like strips inside these strips, so the top one, the middle one, and the bottom one, and the top and bottom will go first. They'd inflate first, break off the ice, and then the middle one will go, and then they can break off the ice more easily. So that's kind of how they work. They're inflatable pneumatic, so just air being pumped through these strips of rubber. So the propellers, they spin, so as you can see the silver, if you don't know which way they turn, the silver indicates to you that they would spin that way, because that's the part that's getting all the, it's chopping into the wind, so that's just like an extra metal strip to protect the blades. And sometimes these blades on the leading edges have pneumatic boots as well. They're connected by a contactors between one in the engine nacelle compartment and on the thing at the front here, this bulge, I can't remember what it's called, and basically the contacts, they're constantly rubbing, they're kind of rubbing against each other in a way, but when they contact, when the switch is on, they will be feeding electricity into the propeller section, which feeds it out to the leading edges of the metal strips or pneumatic boots just on the leading edges of the propellers, and it works its magic on the propellers as well, which is pretty cool. This one also spins, of course. Sorry for that little lecture. I thought it'd be, if you didn't know, kind of nice for you guys just to find out what it's all about. I'm guessing this would be the access for the engine here. Looking at this, I've no real knowledge on the Q300s, but I did some of my engineering course. I worked on a former Air New Zealand link Banderanti, an Embraer Banderanti. So yeah, I pretty much get all my prop jet knowledge from that. Registration ZK-NEU or Zulu Kilo November Echo uniform. Qantas New Zealand titles, and there's the cabin windows. You obviously can't see it when it's under the wing, but yeah, it actually looks pretty cool. And I'm guessing this would probably be the luggage, compartment storage where they load it up. On this side, we have cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube, static ports. The engine. Oh, by the way, these engines, after all that, talking, I forgot to mention what type of engines these are. These are Pratt Whitney Canada PW120A engines. So yeah, on the leading edge, the the wingtip. We have the green navigation light on the other side. We've got the red one. I forgot to mention that. But you guys know what a red one looks like. So it'll be in the same position as the red one on the other side. Registration number. And we got the roux on the tail, the flying roux. Alright, let's take a look underneath the aircraft, and it's... Oh man, this is so heavy to lift up. Wow, it's amazing. Got the nose gear, antenna, hole for the stand. Got the engine nacelle and the place where the main gear sits. Underneath the wing, aileron, and flaps. Don't think there's slats on this one. So of course this is just a straight wing or flat wing. I can't remember the actual terminology. I might have already said it, but yeah, it's just a straight wing. So I don't really think there's need for slats. Got the tail skid, and underneath the horizontal stabilizers. Man, why am I shaking so much? Alright, on top, not sure what that little black square is at the nose cone. Cockpit windows, this is possibly an escape exit hatch for the pilots. Antenna, if you look on these engines, they are slightly recessed on the inside, so you know, if I was to grab a little flathead screwdriver right here, I can put this in some way. So here's the end of it, and sort of can go in that far. So it's sort of recessed out a bit. And not quite sure what these markings are here, the red and black one. But we do have spoilers, aileron, and flaps. And the same on this side. There we go. And got the dorsal fin. No ventral fin. I remember on the Bombardier they had ventral and dorsal fins, but we have dorsal leading to the tail. And you can really see those control surface markings right there. What have we got? We've got, if I could stop shaking here, I guess it's because I'm zoomed in so far. We got the trim tabs right at the trailing edge, and then we got the elevators. We've also got a, just noticed, a beacon light there, possibly the anti-coal light. Right. This model did come with a stand. Of course, there are no retractable sorry about that. No retractable magnetic gears or anything because of the size of the model, which is understandable. We do get a stand though. This is a quite nice stand. At least it's, you know, not like the what Gemini jets provide. You know, they provide just, you know, those crappy metal stands. This one's pretty good though. It's got the plaque and everything, wooden base. Sorry. Qantas Bombardier DHC-8 DHC-8-102, scale 1 to 200. Also got the blue film here to protect the model. Sorry, not to protect the model, to protect the metal back. And we just take this off here. There we go. Alright, so that's where I screwed it in because they came in two pieces in the box. And that's the back of it there. Alright, so there's no padding on the stand to protect the model underneath, but you know, with a model like this, there isn't going to be much pressure on the stand, like, you know, with the 777, A380, 747. So yeah, it just sort of sits in there, and it's yeah, it looks quite nice on the stand. you won't need to worry about it coming off, because even if it's only on part way, like this one, this one's probably down about 3/4 of the way, but I feel like it's safe and it's going to sit on there. So yeah, wheels roll, by the way, should have shown you guys that. Wheels roll, no tilting action of course, because these are not, you know, bogey wheels, they're just single wheels, or they're just single bogies. And yeah, as I said, no magnetic gears, and front wheel does not swivel, it just rolls. And that is going to be that for this video. So yeah, this is now the smallest model in my collection. Previously in New Zealand ATR 72, but now it's this one, and yeah, it's a really nice model. So I highly recommend getting this one if you haven't got it already. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. I have 6 more reviews after this. I got a big batch of models from 2 places. So yeah, there's a lot on the way, including the Lufthansa 747-8 in the retro livery, the Air New Zealand 777-300ER All Blacks with the new engine mould, and you know, just you know, popular aircraft right now like Eva Airs and Cathay Pacific's new livery 777s. So yeah, you don't want to miss those. Please subscribe for more, and so you don't miss out on those. And also go check out my previous video, the Auckland to Melbourne in-flight, you know, trips that I do. So I had footage from on board, and so yeah, go check that out as well. It was a great approach into Melbourne. I mean, you got the nice, you know, kind of rapid descent in a way, and then you got that just amazing turn that you do right on final. So yeah, go check that out. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.